Hello, Maro here. So, recently I saw this article about SAP and how they lost billions of dollars of market value because of a profit warning. And basically, what happened is that they are just not fast enough to react to what COVID has caused, which is basically a move towards having people at home, people on flexible locations. And basically, what happens is that businesses are looking for solutions on the cloud. The interesting fact is that actually SAP has as one of its goals to move their customers towards the cloud. And they are just not being able to do that in a fast enough pace, and they're losing customers. And this is quite an interesting situation, and I think it's quite relevant for startup founders to think about. Because if you see the situation, just a little bit of background so you understand, SAP is a multi-billion dollar company. At least until its shares dropped, it was the biggest tech company in Europe. And they provide a solution to help businesses to control their finances and prepare their statements. And this company has been working on a structure where they sell the software, they sell the license, and then after a few years, they sell a renewal of this license or they sell a new software. And they're trying to move to a SaaS solution, software as a service, which is quite common for startups. And also, the solution is based on the cloud. So basically, you can use it anywhere you are instead of having to have a server and running it into your server. The issue is, first of all, SAP acquired several companies throughout the years. What that happened to make is that they have over 25 software architectures, different software architectures, for the products that they provide to the customers. And sometimes the customer only see one thing, one software, and actually there's 25 different structures behind it to make it run. That's a huge amount of complexity to manage, and it makes very difficult to make any changes or adjustments because anything that you change in one is going to affect everything else. And you need people with different skill sets for every single different architecture. So you can imagine the kind of work. It's a multi-billion dollar company, and a lot of the companies that have different structures were acquired. So that's understandable on one side, but on the other side, it's just too much complexity to manage. On the other side, it has as a goal to move the customers towards the cloud solution. However, now that the customers want the solution, they cannot provide it because they're just not ready for it. They don't have the structure to get all these people, and they're losing customers because of that. They are actually wanting to move to the cloud. So they are losing revenues on two sides. On the part of their regular business, which is the software licenses, because people want something that is flexible, that they can use whenever they want, they can cancel whenever they want, and they can manage it much easier anywhere for the cloud. And on the other side, they're not able to get these customers because they are not ready for what they want to do as a company. Their goal is to be providing solutions on the cloud, and they're not ready for it. And as a startup founder, there one key thing that you have to think about when you hear about it, and is flexibility. Because if you are flexible enough, and as a small company, you're much more flexible than these big companies, you can be agile enough to adjust your offering to what the customer wants. And that's one of the points. So we have to keep it simple. Don't have several software structures, don't architectures. Don't try to make it overcomplicated. Keep it simple. That's one of the key things. The other key thing is flexibility, and actually flexibility enable to you to provide either more than you expected when you're scaling up. If you get more offers than you're expecting, you have to be able to adjust to that. And if you get less, you have to be able to adjust your cost to that. So you don't have a huge fixed costs that will just kill your profitability if you don't reach the goals that you're targeting. And on the other side, if you actually get more than you're expecting, the structure that you have has to be flexible enough so you can actually get the customers in and provide them the service that they need. So these are the key lessons, I think, that for a startup founder to learn from this particular case of SAP. Keep it simple, don't overcomplicate it, and be flexible. So you can be agile enough to adjust your offering to what the customer wants and the quantity of offering that you're actually going to be serving, more or less. I hope you enjoy it. Please subscribe to my channel. And if you have not done it yet, sign up to my newsletter right down here. Take care. Until next time.